And we're just outside the school right now. So you can see St. Peter's Church, one of our places on the welcome tour. And then Shibachi showing you the side. Unfortunately, it's also big collection day, so we can't see the arcade next door, but we're next to all of the shops in the town centre. We're close to the beach, about a 5-minute walk to the beach. Our student residences are about an 18-minute walk from here. And yeah, it's a very good central location. You can see that's the school.
Okay, so we're using the other feed to show the street.
Yes.
So let me switch that over. Okay. Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's take you inside. So we have a lovely intercom system that will let you in. And then you can always ring the bell if you don't know the code. The code will always be in our welcome documents. We just type that in. And then we're good to go. Okay. So we're on the 3rd floor. And that can be accessed by the lift or by the stairs. Side note, the lift is very slow. Hopefully we're not waiting too long.
Well, while we're waiting, maybe we can talk a bit about the nice shops and restaurants, cafes around the school.
Yes, so as you'll see on the tour, there are some kitchen facilities in the schools, so students can bring in and heat up their lunches. Yep. They can sit and eat their lunches. In fact, we have some students here now. And they can also go out in places. We've obviously got all the fast food spots like McDonald's, we have Greg's. We also have some lovely sandwich shops and cafes. There's a local gym next door that's very good for students. In fact, several gyms. And the school itself, we have around, I would say, 65 students in at the moment. We have lots of different nationalities. That includes students like Saudi, Turkish, Korean. We've got Taiwanese, Brazilians. Yeah, lovely multicultural. In fact, last week we did a big culture day where all of the students shared all of their local sweets and foods, shared facts about their towns and home countries. Okay, so we're going to go up to the 3rd floor now.
Okay, so the feed's probably going to cut out for a little bit in the elevator.
Basement.
Hi.
Yes, we've gone to the wrong floor. Sorry, don't wait, it's going back up.
Glamorous side of the building, isn't it?
Okay, we'll restart the video when we're back on the 3rd floor. Almost there. So
India, we should have had elevator music.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe I'll play my own.
We should have had
It's because the lift took us down to the basement. Now we're on the 3rd floor. Okay, big reveal. We'll let everyone else talk out first. There we go. Welcome to the 3rd floor. Okay, I'm just going to take you in. So one thing I love about the school is that it's a big, very open plan space. So a lot of our students say it's very family vibes. You really get to know everyone in a space like this because there's no classrooms to sit in, no extra spaces. So this is our main area, common area, break room, study room, where we hold most of our activities if they're on site. Our welcome meetings are held in this space. Let me take you to our student services desk, where we have Jenny, who manages all of our accommodations.
Hello.
So we have a mixture of homestay and residence at the moment. That includes 2 student residences, and our homestays are from kind of all walks of life, and it's sort of like in a radius of around up to 45 minutes travel time to the town centre, which is very central, and it means we can get lots of different areas of the town. We'll take you over to this area. We do have a football table. Yeah. Oh, sorry, foosball table, I'm being told. Is there a difference? Which gets a lot of use. And then if we take you over here, we have our academic office. So we have our Director of Studies, Emily. She's managing the courses right now. And we have levels from A1 all the way up to B2 to C1. This is Emily. We also have modules available. At the moment, we're focusing on things like we've got some IELTS preparation, academic English for our academic preparation packages. We also have speaking and writing, conversation, grammar and writing, and speaking and listening, sorry. If you can just pan back here. It's not on. But we do have smart boards both in the common area and we have them in every classroom. We do have 14 classrooms on site. I'll take you through to one of those shortly. But first, let's take you to our big activities board. Okay. So we run up to 5 activities per week, and these can be a mixture of paid activities, free activities. They can be, what's the word I'm thinking of? We also do digital badges. So we have our networking, employability, volunteering and leadership activities that include things like we're doing a beach cleanup. Maybe we can zoom in on the calendar here. We've got a Bournemouth community cleanup on Friday in April. We've got a CV and interview prep workshop. We've got things like VR games at the local VR centre, laser tag, movie evenings. Every Wednesday, we run a conversation club, and that is held by a teacher. And today is obviously Easter, so we're doing an Easter egg hunt for the students.
Ooh.
Yeah, we also have just recently partnered up with the local council to offer new volunteering opportunities, and that includes things like working in the local cafe and also caddying for older individuals at the local golf course.
Ooh.
Which we're very excited
Nice.
about.
That could kind of be a networking event as well, right?
Yeah, that's something we also offer in school. So students, particularly on our CPP packages, will get encouraged to join local networking events, but also any students that also join them and has proof, we'll give them a networking badge to add to their CV or their LinkedIn profile. We have some leaflets down here from local guest speakers that we've had recently. For example, we had an individual that came in to talk about colour analysis. What is it, like colour styling for your interviews and your clothing. And local speakers from the Bournemouth Food Bank, as we're doing a drive at the moment. So our students have been bringing in food. Okay, over to this way. We'll take you through to our student kitchen. So we've got a water fountain that's available. We don't provide cups as we're trying to be environmentally friendly, so students can bring their bottles and fill them up here. We also have some sinks if they need to clean anything up. We have kettles available. We provide tea and coffee in this space on Tuesdays for any new students at break time. We do have a vending machine where students can buy hot drinks for £1. And of course, we have a microwave if they'd like to heat up any food. Okay.
Is a coffee machine credit card or cash?
This one's card only.
Card only.
But it is only £1 per drink. We'll take you through to this space. So this is where the student toilets are. And we also have a prayer room to the right for any students of any denominations that need to use that. Would you like to take them in there? The best room, it gets the best light. Okay. Back with this way. Big these waters here. Okay. Over here, this is where we hold all of our graduations. So today, as we've got a long weekend, all of our students will be here and they'll be getting their certificates, obviously their digital certificates. And let me show you one of our classrooms. Take this. Okay, so this is a standard classroom. We do have 14 of them, as I said, all equipped with smart boards. Our average class size is around 12 students, but we can go up to 14. For our juniors, that will be 16 in the summer. Okay. And show you our team board, as we have quite a big team at the moment. So obviously have myself, centre director, 2 student service executives. We have around 10 teachers on site. And we also have a senior teacher and a large team of activity leaders that also run all of our activities. So for example, all of our students are going on a half-day trip to Winchester tomorrow with an activity leader.
Nice.
Okay. So that's our games cupboard. That's what we have. Students can use this in their spare time, as can teachers in classrooms. One thing to note is students don't get to take books outside of the classroom, but they will get all of their study materials provided by the teacher to take away with them. And if they want any extra resources, the teachers are always happy to help. Okay, we'll go through to the second wing of the school. Okay. Because it's such an open plan space, we're coming to the end of the tour almost. But this is our kind of second wing of the school. So this space is kind of extra classroom space, but also specifically when we have junior students in, this will be where they're studying. And they run on a staggered schedule to the adults. So for example, our adults will start at 9 a.m. Our juniors will start at 9:30. So then they'll have separate break times and full use of the table tennis and football, which is obviously the most important for them. Some more of our classrooms. Okay, and then further down this hall, we have our staff toilets, and we do have some, we won't go any further down as we are running a CELTA course at the moment, which is a teacher training course. So they'll be doing input at the moment, and we're going to keep the noise down. But yeah, this is the second wing of the school. I'll take you back to the front, and then that kind of completes the tour. We can answer any questions that any of you might have.
Cool. So while you're walking, I saw that Ricardo has a question. Well, not really a question. Please ask the weekly activity sample. Okay, so we have those available on the website and also our app. The newest activities that you can just go in and see. But if you want like a PDF sample from one of the months, I can definitely download them for you. Okay.
Any other questions?
Well, actually, I do because we were with Brighton yesterday, and
Yes.
the school works with some local restaurants and cafes and offers some special discounts for students. Do we do the same in Bournemouth?
Well, students can use their student cards in the local area and get discounts off at local restaurants. We have no partnerships at the moment, but that's definitely something I can look into. And there's also a few like local businesses that, you know, our students will like frequent. For example, there's a cafe called Lord Sandwich, and they know our students very well. Yeah, and are very hospitable.
Cool. Yeah, that would be quite a good selling point for our agents as well to use to say that if you go to Bayswater Bournemouth, you get a free sandwich out of every 5.
That would be a good one. Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, something like that, or coffee, because everybody needs to be caffeinated, right?
Yeah,
So,
of course. We do try to wander around the town centre and grab any discount codes or any kind of, you know, flyers that include any discounts so we can keep them for the students. And some do drop them in as well.
nice, good to know, because we're so central anyway. We're really in the middle of the city. So, and also regarding the activities, apart from the table tennis tournament that I've heard about, are there any activities that are really unique to Bournemouth or our school that you would really recommend and the students really enjoy?
So, I mean, as I was saying, on last Friday, we did Share Your Culture Day, where every student prepared a short presentation on their culture and their hometowns, some things like some interesting facts that other students might not know about their kind of nationalities. They brought in local snacks and we all kind of shared that. We listened to music at the end. So that's something that we really pride ourselves on in kind of those kind of activities. We do, for example, we have Make a Meme Challenge this week, Sip and Paint. We do a lot of activities, volleyball on the beach. That'll be pretty unique to Bournemouth. I know Bournemouth, Brighton's only got pebbles. So
As well, volleyball
lots
on
of
a
beach
pebble
activities
beach.
lots of when the sun comes out, lots of beach activities, and a lot of our excursions when we do run those for the adults are kind of coastal walks. So we've got a lot of open kind of coastal space. For example, we have Hengistbury Head, Durdle Door, Old Harry Rocks, which are really like unique special places, and highly encourage students to go on those trips.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And just one last one from me. Because in Liverpool, we have extra laptops available for students to borrow. And in Brighton, we do not. So they will recommend for students to bring their own laptop or tablets to work on their projects and biweekly presentations. Do we have any equipment available for them? And
we do not have any equipment for them to borrow, but with the extra classroom space, you know, especially when we have modules running and the school is quieter in the afternoons, if students want a space to kind of plug in their like laptops and practice their presentations in a spare classroom, that's something we can definitely assist with, but we just wouldn't be able to provide any laptop equipment for them.
Right, thank you. Anybody else have any questions? Anyone? Even Jabum's quiet, so I guess that was an excellent presentation. Okay, what about teaching materials? Oh yeah, we do use digital text. Do we
have a mixture. So on the adult program, our course book at the moment, and we have just started a new term that will be National Geographic. We're using Voices currently, and we were previously using English File. These are paper books in the classroom, so the students do not take them out, but they do get given their like any teaching resources in the classroom. They'll take those away with them. They also have online resources. You know, teachers will make use of like online with Voices. There are online components that they'll make use of, and there's also you know, they use some AI in the classroom as per our kind of global skills package, and there's anything else. They'll also make use of like unit tests and skills assessments using the Study Bayswater app, and students will have access to that outside of the classroom as well.
And so regarding the access, how long can they keep accessing it after they leave the course?
They can use that for 6 months after their course.
Wow. Okay.
Good, right?
That's a long time.
Yeah, and then on the junior side, when we have groups in and during the summer, their syllabus is more task-based learning. So they'll do lots of projects, presentations, crafting and creating things. So it's much more hands-on rather than using like course books.
Coolio. And yes, we have a question from Mr. Chibum.
Hi, India.
Hi.
Thank you for the excellent tour today. We have a Korean agency here. So how would you recommend Korean students to come to Bournemouth? Why? Could you please explain to us a little bit more specific? So it would be a good, you know, opportunity for us to highlight that. Thanks.
One thing I would say is that we have very high nationality mix when it comes to our Asian market. We have a low number of, you know, Korean students. We have a few Taiwanese students, Japanese, but they very much will be in the minority when they come to the Bournemouth school, which means full immersion. They're meeting so many different students, and they're really going to have to use, you know, the common language, which is English. I would really encourage it. We have a lot of, you know, I know they're more into kind of independent living. We have some very nice residences for them to stay at. And those that are on the kind of YMS scheme, we can also help them to find positions, you know, in hospitality as we're working in and living in a very seasonal space. There are a lot of opportunities available.
Thank you again, India.
Thank you, and thank you for your time.
Cool.
Okay,
thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.